Hey, today we're going to be talking about eczema treatments for your face that you can do at home. Now, keep in mind, I'm making these up on the spot based on things that I gathered in my kitchen, and I have no idea if they'll inflame my face eczema, as you can see manifested in things like this, or something else. So, let's just start with a brief introduction about what even is eczema. I don't know. It has the ending zema in it, which kind of reminds me of emphysema, so it might be related to that as a Greek root word. Secondly, I would say that another thing about eczema is that it's kind of itchy, but I don't have it in my ear. I don't know why I just itched my ear. Now, I'm not a doctor, but my buddy is. This could be rosacea, maybe it's lupus. I don't know. No one who is a doctor has ever really told me definitively, but I just treat it like I have eczema. You'll notice that this area of skin, I have red green color blindness, so I can't really tell, but this area of skin is like redder and flushed, and that comes and goes. And then you'll see here, like this area here on my nose, it's dried and peeling. So usually I've been told that you should do like a cold water thing, wash your face in cold water, and use a soap that isn't super strong. So like Cetaphil is what I try to use, but generic Cetaphil I got at Target. But anyway, here's some things I want to try for eczema treatment that are just around me. The first is breadcrumbs. I have no idea what the mechanism of action is, and hopefully I'll be able to reverse this video in post so that everything isn't mirror imaged. But it's a little bit easier to coordinate my face because I'm so used to that. So I guess you just take the breadcrumbs and you just go like this, and it just, I don't know, it's kind of like exfoliation or another word like that, like dermabrasion. Fun fact, exfoliation, folia means leaf, which is where we get the word folio, probably. The next one is Cholula. Now, I don't recommend this at all because I'm under the impression that it will sting and hurt a lot, and there's no like mechanism of action. That's sort of one of the things why I don't really mess around with astrology or like homeopathy, because it's like, take hydroxychloroquine for example. This is something that was shown to, in animal studies, work. It had a theoretical basis for why it would work, being an ionophore of zinc and an anti-inflammatory. So there's a clearly established mechanism of action. And as it turns out, right now we're seeing that massive research studies are showing that hydroxychloroquine doesn't work in a variety of categories. We're about to figure out exactly how so we now have a very good understanding that it doesn't work in a lot of ways. We don't have a very good understanding of how we don't understand that Cholula hot sauce doesn't work for treating COVID, but we wouldn't really expect it to. Hydroxychloroquine, there's a lot of reasons why we would think that it would work. Maybe even it does work for some people randomly, but double-blind studies so far from what I can tell have shown that it doesn't really work. Now, it'd be very exciting if one of these studies were to tease out some sort of way that it works, seeing as it does work ex vivo, in vitro, outside of the body. But so far we haven't seen that happen. But at least there's like a mechanism of action. So one thing that I would also expect wouldn't work would be Myers Cleaner. I wouldn't expect this to work for eczema. And lastly, this is one that I actually have used. It's canola oil. And the reason why I think it would work would be, I don't know, because it's like an oil. So what I usually do is, now I'm going to have to touch my computer after this. You just go like that, and then it's like on your skin a little bit, and then I just go like this. The breadcrumbs are still there. I don't know that from my understanding, one of the things about eczema is that it like makes your face peel, but you don't want to peel it too much. So, and I could be totally wrong. I've never seen a dermatologist about this. I've only seen my primary care provider, and they were like, get that lotion that says it works for eczema. This isn't a bad case. And also notice like this, I think it's called probably a nasolabial fold, I would imagine. It tends to flare up for me like right here, but also like not in my armpit, but whatever this is, and then in my knee pits. Okay, this probably wouldn't work. This is Myers Cleaner. This is honey. I'd imagine that wouldn't work either. Um, yeah, we got Cheez-Its. I don't think that would work. So I don't think any of these things work, but one thing that does like actually help soothe it is canola oil. Now I'm a big fan of canola oil because I'm like pretty chauvinistic about Canada, and canola oil stands for Canada oil. Um, some people don't know what canola is, and they think it's like this super processed product, and it kind of is because apparently canola, or they used to call it rapeseed, but now we just call it canola because they renamed it because that's a weird word. It's kind of bad for you, but they take it out. But it's like, I don't know. I don't really care about that stuff. I mean, like, it's good to be natural a lot of the time. Obviously, natural as a. There's nothing inherently good about. Well, there's a lot of inherently good things about naturalness, but not always. So I just do this. Though I'd rather use like a lotion. Anyway, that's my view about eczema. Thanks.